Hi, Ben here at the North American Guitar, and this is a talking guitar session. Back here with our great friend Mike Dawes. Mike, officially the busiest man in music.
The busiest man in music. I think Dave Grohl's a bit busier, but
I don't know, man. I mean, like, I don't think
he's the nicest man in music, isn't he, Dave Grohl?
Definitely, yeah. Well, I don't know him, but I would like to.
Yeah, let's hope. Dave, if you're watching, then we love you. We love you, Dave.
Be our friend.
Very busy indeed, for sure.
Yeah, I just cannot believe we were just talking. You were like, I was in Germany 2 years ago. Oh no, that was this morning.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy. Yeah, I just got off a UK tour, which was really good, by the way. If anyone who was watching was at the UK shows, thank you for coming, because it was a lot of fun. Ended at Union Chapel with Martin Harley, good friend, and just got back this morning, yesterday. Went to Bristol, picked up my gear, and now I'm back in London because we're rehearsing for the next tour with Justin Hayward from the Moody Blues.
So you are, quite literally, you're going to go into your hotel room after this session. So thanks for squeezing this in.
Pleasure, dude.
And
it's amazing.
Yeah,
like
and the
Candyland
with the sun out, the canal at the top.
It's beautiful. It's one of for people watching who aren't in the UK. This is one of our 2 sunny days that we get every year. And
yes,
everyone's out. It's like an event. People just skip work, and we're down in the basement filming.
But yeah, you've literally just finished your own tour, and now you're going to go back into your hotel room, and you're going to sit there for about 4 or 5 hours and learn an entire concert.
Yes. About 25 Justin Hayward and Moody Blues songs. I hope Justin Hayward isn't watching this, because then he'll think that I'm hideously unprepared for rehearsals tomorrow. I am prepared. But we have some new stuff as well for this particular set, which is going to be really fun. We've done the tour with Justin Hayward, where I sort of open the shows with my sort of weird solo music, and then I play as Justin Hayward's guitar player. And we've toured the States and the UK many times, but this is going to be special because it's our very first Euro tour, which includes the Netherlands, Denmark and Germany as well. Cool. But the UK will be the end of May through to the beginning of June, all over the country, which will be a lot of fun, and lots of deep cuts from the Moody Blues, as well as Nights in White Satin.
So just let me get this right. So you're going to play, how long is your solo set?
Oh, it varies. Sometimes that's why I really like this tour. Justin sometimes is just like, Mike, I'm going to go and just take a little rest, just play some songs. Sometimes I'll do a few tunes sort of unexpectedly in the middle of his set, but my opening set's normally about sort of half an hour or something like that.
So you do half an hour, and then obviously people are going to want to buy your CD.
I run out, do the CD signing, then run back, tie my hair up, because often I go a little bit more formal for Justin's set. Yeah. So Justin and Julie, the keyboard player, they do normally the first tune. Normally it's Tuesday Afternoon, which is a Moody Blues sort of classic that a lot of people will know. They do that by themselves, and as soon as I hear that, I run backstage, get my guitar from Chris, our guitar tech, make sure it's in the right tuning, walk on stage, welcome back Mike, come on, like nothing's ever happened, play a 20-song set of Moody Blues and Justin Hayward songs, and then back to CDs to meet the fans, and then and repeat. And the really cool thing about that is we have a crew and a bus, and the solo
takes
guitar.
Takes a lot of pressure.
The solo guitar world, which I guess a lot of your viewers as well are inhabitants of, is wonderful, because we get to go around the world with a guitar on our back and a suitcase in our hand. But sometimes it's nice to let someone else, set up the pedals and unpack the merch and stuff like that. So for me, it's like a holiday. Definitely. Honestly, this tour.
It's hard. The touring musician thing. It's a really, really hard grind. I don't think people understand quite how hard the traveling is.
It is. It's a real grind, and it's interesting you brought that up, because just yesterday I was in Germany and talking to my friend Petteri Sariola, who's another Kunz guitars player. We play the same guitars made by a German guitar maker, Andreas Kunz with a C, and we were talking about the solo thing and saying that it is a really hard grind, and it is unlimited pressure, unlimited liability and all of that. But at the same time, we have friends in bands that go out every night and play to like 20,000 people. Yet, in terms of sort of financially, for example, they're splitting they have so much higher overheads. They have to pay for the tour bus, they have to pay for this and for the production and the crew and all of this. Whereas when you are a soloist, sure, your back might hurt from carrying your guitar case to the place and things like that, but at the end of the day, if people are buying your CDs, then it really means a lot and goes 100% of the way towards paying your rent and things like this. Whereas, some friends of mine in huge bands maybe struggle a lot more, even though they're playing to vastly more people. So there's lots of pros and cons to it, but
an amazing connection. I think solo artists have an amazing connection with their fans.
They can do.
So intimate.
Of course, and I mean, the whole going out to the front of the room and signing CDs and stuff, that's a pleasure. It's not something to try and get people to buy more CDs. It's just like, wow, thank you so much for traveling from wherever you came from to see me play my weird music that I wrote in my bedroom when I was 17. Like, we know what that's like. It's just bizarre, isn't it? Yeah. Because this guy's super sick. Yeah, it's
not fingerstyle playing. I can sing a bit, but
I keep finding your guitar picks just in random places, branded with you.
Really?
Yeah. Like.
There's a funny story behind that, actually.
Oh, yeah?
I can't remember to say this, but I actually signed a plectrum after I did a gig, and a fan came back with a box. Was it a black one with white writing on it?
Yeah, I think so.
And she came back with a box, and she had like 100 plectrums.
That was what it was.
With the ones I like. With the thing signed on it, yeah.
So I got one of your limited edition fan picks, essentially. I think I maybe even have it in my wallet. I'm a very
we are going
cheap
so
dude.
Off track here.
No, it's great. Like, this is what I think is interesting, is like, what is this whole thing all about genuinely? It's not, well, I'm here today to talk about this guitar, which is great and I love it. But also, like, what's the vibe with your life right now?
Recently, because I went down to see Justin. We did a bit of writing together, and I saw the video that you did on Tonewood Amps. Because obviously the North American guitar, one of the
where's my Tonewood Amp?
Only stockists of Tonewood Amps.
Tonewood Amp is the best thing ever. I would hold it right here, but it's on that sofa. So we're going to cut now, and it'll appear in my hand like this. Oh my God! Look what happened. So this thing is, I've talked about it on quite a few videos because I just can't really get enough of it. I'm actually going down to Nashville to Summer NAMM in the summer to talk about it some more. This little thing that sticks onto the back of my guitar here like this, like magic. I have some magnets.
Just to quickly explain that, so there is a very simple magnetic bracing.
Yes, so there's a magnetic X brace which sort of sits over the struts in your guitar with a little adhesive. So there's sort of 4 points of contact, just like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, around there, and then it very simply just sticks on like that to your guitar. And bear in mind that this is a fine, world-class handmade guitar that this is in. This isn't my backup guitar that I've decided to put the brace in. This is full commitment because it doesn't affect your, it doesn't affect anything by having a magnet in the guitar. Although one time I think a pair of pliers ended up on the back of my guitar. But this thing sticks on the back of your guitar and it sort of plugs into the pickup, and when you play, reverb and delay and stuff comes out the sound hole. And I think in the clip that's maybe playing now or surrounding this video, I'm using it, and I just can't practice without it. And when I go back to my hotel and practice these Moody Blues songs, I will be using it, of course.
Because you said, I'm sort of quoting from that video I watched with you and Justin, which was very funny, because you do a massive detour about a weird film, which I thought was hilarious.
Love that guy.
But you said it's an inspiration box, and it really is,
totally,
isn't it?
Totally,
and
for sure.
Since we started stocking them here, we've sold so many. People travel all over.
Oh, I'm really glad. Yeah.
Because
so can they come here and demo it?
Yeah, they come. They come in here. They demo it.
I mean, the number one thing to understand about this is no matter how much I talk about it or the guys themselves, it's just a husband and wife family business from Arizona in a small town. It's really an organically grown product. The best way to understand what it does is just to try one. As soon as you play your first chord, you'll understand what it is and how, why I'm so enthusiastic about telling people about it. I think this is probably the most important invention for acoustic guitar since like the capo, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, guitar, if you're playing electric guitar, you want to play through your pedals and you want to get the sounds that you want, the sound that inspires you. And for me, acoustic guitar, the inspiration I get depends on the room I'm in that I'm playing. In here, there's a lot of reverb and echo, so you can really demo a lot of these guitars in a very, very inspiring way. Whereas some rooms you can't. Whereas this allows you to play in the Grand Canyon at the press of a button without having to be plugged into an amp or anything. I'm walking around the house and I've got the same vibe happening, and therefore the compositions that I'm writing with it continue down the same path, and it's just great. I just really want to shout out to them again. I don't work for them. I just dig the product, and I really want to. So you guys stock it here now? Yeah,
we stock it here now.
Because last time you didn't, and I came here and you were like, "Wow, this is amazing," and now you do. So
exactly, yeah.
There we go. Case in point, right?
There you go. But it's also great for. It's not just a sort of fingerstyle player. It's great for singer-songwriters. It really does give you that. Yeah. It is an inspiration box. There's no way to describe it.
Yeah, but as I said, like, it sounds almost, to avoid sounding infomercially like, this thing's the best thing ever for only $19.95, blah, blah, blah. Just try one. At NAMM, Summer NAMM in Nashville and also Winter NAMM in LA, if you get a chance, or any of the demos that they have set up or the distributors have set up, they have these soundproof boxes sometimes, and you go in, you strum, and you're like, oh, wow, I get it now. So, come here, check one out, or come to NAMM or whatever, or just see if you can try one out anywhere, because they're awesome.
So you have finished your tour, which we did a video here about that before you started.
We did, yeah. It was awesome, yeah.
And the album era, we're promoting that as well.
Exactly. The album, my second album came out, and it's been really well received, and I'm really happy for that. It's a very different album, and it was written with the Tonewood amp on the guitar, so it's a very ambient sounding album as a result. And people always, at the merch tables, people have been saying, this album sounds so much more, chilled out and maybe gentle on the technical side than the first album. But actually, it's quite the opposite. It's a more technical album, but the technique is demonstrated in a much more subtle way. It's lots of very subtle finger placements and things that perhaps the listener, unless they're really, really paying attention to, they wouldn't be able to identify. So I think this second album is my sort of slow burn that perhaps people will come back to and think, I see what he did there. There's lots of detail in it that is less obvious by the fact that it's not played like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I hope for this album. It's supposed to be something that stays with people for a long time, and they keep coming back to. So.
Well, we play it here all the time. We love it.
Groovy.
So what we'll do is we'll put the tour dates that you've got coming up.
Yeah, UK.
We'll get them all on this video.
Yeah, in the description. Here. I'm trying to remember the cities. It's one of the more rural tours. I know we're doing Bristol. We're starting it in Bristol, which is my hometown, Colston Hall, which is going to be really fun.
There. What
it's so good.
That is.
Interesting story. I went to see the Moody Blues at Colston Hall. I wasn't playing for them because I play with Justin Hayward, the singer, in his band, but they were stuck in traffic. The manager comes up to me and says, Mike, the Moodies are stuck in traffic. Do you have your guitar with you? Can you go out and play? And I was like, oh, I didn't have any gear. I didn't have anything with me except I happened to have the guitar in the trunk. No pedals, no monitors, no nothing, because they use an in-ear system. And went out and used my little backup system, just my DiMarzio Piezo and microphone, and plugged in and winged it. Michael Eavis from Glastonbury was in the audience. Nice. And it was one of my favourite gigs I've ever played. Completely unprepared, just completely magical. And so I'm really looking forward to playing there again on this tour properly.
Wicked. Well, we're going to put a link to the album, and we're going to put a link to the videos, to the tour. Sorry. Cool. So just tell us a little bit about your guitar.
This guy. This guy's been with me for 2 years now. I think it's made by Andreas Kuntz in Germany. He sells a lot of guitars in Germany and Asia, but unfortunately, because of his name, Cuntz, sometimes his emails even get flagged as spam. But this guitar is my signature model. It's based on his Indian Rose design. Got a 38-year-old Sitka spruce, Indian rosewood back and sides, quilted maple bindings, the Goto 510 tuners, which is my favourite, and the DiMarzio hardware, which I worked on with Larry DiMarzio over about a few years ago. More exciting pickup info to come very soon from the DiMarzio camp and I. And I'm looking forward to maybe giving some people at the showroom an opportunity to play this guitar and maybe more Kuntz guitars.
Well, I think that we touched on an idea. We toyed with an idea.
We have ideas.
We have ideas that we're working on.
Watch this space. Maybe you guys can come here and we can hang out at some point and drink some beers and play some guitars at the showroom here in London.
Have a great tour, mate.
Cool. Thanks very much. Great to be here again. Thanks so much.
Bye.